give some insights into each different energy system of how people should be maybe living every day with their energy, like what do they need?
Yeah, well, I'll run through it really quickly. I find I get lost when I start trying to explain all the 4 types. Me and you are great because we represent pretty much 3 of them right here. But yeah, I'll give it my best shot. We'll just see what happens. So if you're a generator, which are 70% of the population, you're really here to use your energy in a way that satisfies you. And so now I'll get into what we call the signature of each type. And this is really what we're living for. So this is where so many people get lost in society, is we chase the money, we chase the things, we chase, all the stuff outside of ourselves. And we end up experiencing a lot of the not self theme that I just talked about. So really, when we are using our energy correctly, we all experience what we call the signature. And this is really what we're supposed to be going after, not the money. And so generators, you have access to this life force energy. You're pretty much the keepers of the energy that keeps humanity moving forward. So really, you're here to use that energy in a way that makes you satisfied. And that's like, you have a full tank of gas every day. It's your job to use it to do work in a way that satisfies you. That's it. And it doesn't matter if you're working for $1 an hour or $1,000 an hour. If a generator is satisfied in the work that they're doing, that is it. You're living your life and nothing else matters. And that's when you see those people who are insanely rich. They have all the money in the world and they're miserable. And then you go look at, someone who's just broke and down and out and has the soul of a saint. And, human design says that's not correct either. So when we're living in our energy, using our energy correctly, and we're experiencing that signature, that's what it's all about. And that's when the money flows at us. So generators, you're really after satisfying work in this life. And when you're doing something that lights you up and that satisfies you, that's all that matters for you. Projectors, we are here to be guides. Whereas generators, their work is so important to them and using their energy. Projectors are considered non-energy beings. So our uniqueness and our gift to humanity is in what we see, not what we do. And we are here to kind of guide energy just because we see things on a deeper level. They like to say like all the other types are like animals. Like down on the ground, like the elephants and the tigers and the giraffes, and projectors are like little birds sitting up on a tree branch. And we kind of have this bird's eye view, and we're able to say like, hey, elephant, like take a left turn or you're going to go off a cliff over here. Or, we're kind of able to guide from a different place. And we're after success. And what success means to me and to most projectors is really, we're here to be seen and to be praised for our uniqueness and the gifts that we have to offer and the guidance we have to offer. And that, as a projector, was the hardest thing, because in our society, we're so praised for the amount of work that we do, being productive, having that like 12-hour day and crushing it and just go out and get it, So as a projector, I feel like we're one of the most conditioned beings. And so that was just the biggest realization for me, to just let that go and just chase success in the way I'm able to guide and see things. Manifestors, you are like ex-royalty. You're kind of like the black sheep of of humanity. So you're one of the only types that doesn't really need to be initiated by anybody else. They're the ones who can kind of actually go out and make things happen. So when you think of our society, it was kind of made by manifestors because they have that initiating power. But really, for manifestors, you're here to just follow your creative urges. You have just stuff that pops into your head that you feel like you need to go do. And if you can't explain it, that means that you're on the right track. So go after that thing that you can't explain. That's just kind of that wild creative urge that you have to go do. And when you do that, you really kind of rally people to either follow you and to help you, or to like get out of your way because you're going to manifest something. So that's really important for manifestors. And then MGs, you're a little bit manifestor, a little bit generator. So you have that manifesting power, and you have so much energy. So doing work again that's satisfying for you is so incredibly important. And then reflectors are really just here to be surprised, and they're kind of like the measuring sticks of society. So they really reflect back to you what's correct and what isn't correct. So they do very good in like a group setting, like a group of people. And it's very important for them to understand if their environment's correct for them or not. Because if they're in an environment that doesn't support them, they're going to be super disappointed, and they're going to feel it. So really for reflectors, just seeing where you fit in and where you have value is very important. And that's like the briefest, like, barely scratching the surface, so we can dive into whatever you want. But you just you see how when we all chased after the same thing, and we're all so different, we get a world that's full of frustrated generators, full of bitter projectors, full of angry manifestors and disappointed reflectors. And then most of our society, that's how we're operating. And then you wonder why you have money problems, or you have relationship problems, or all this, like, you're just not fulfilled because we're chasing the wrong thing, like I said earlier. So it's like when we really just chase the happiness and follow our desires and our creativity, like that's when life changes for us.
Wow. My mind is blown. Guys, if you're getting value from this, which I know you are, I'd love for you to screenshot this episode, tag myself, tag Travis, travis.day. Is that right?
Yes, travis.day. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And actually, I'd love for you to go on to we'll post a link in the show notes, but go on to the human design free thing that you can fill out and tag what now you are. We'd love to know what human design everyone is.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So excited. Yeah. And you know what? It's really given me this next level sense of, it's okay to do things my way. And that is just allowing me to be even more of a magnet than I was before. And it's just got me so excited. And that's all because I had a one-to-one with you. So like you said, we're scratching the surface here of what is, so in depth, because I personally have different energy channels within my chart, so it's like, everyone, I might be an Aquarius and I could meet another Aquarius, but depending on what time you're born, there's different stars, different moons, there's lots of different things happening. It's the same with human design. And that's why one-on-one is so important, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so, and like I said earlier, the coolest thing is it shows you who you are, but it shows you who you're not. And why I love seeing who you're not is because our brain, from the time we are very small and beginning to be conditioned, we create this person who we think is this perfect, ideal candidate for who we're going to turn into down the line. And we live our lives trying to be that person. And I'll tell you, like 9 times out of 10, it's exactly who we're not in our chart.